Welcome to the Cincy Postcast. I'm Kevin Wallace, and before we get started with today's episode, I want to tell you about our good friends over at Streetside Brewery. We are so happy to have them on board as the season is about to kick off. Streetside, located on the east side of Cincinnati, Columbia-Tusculum area. They are doing some fantastic work over there. Absolutely love the beers that they are brewing. The spot is incredible, by the way. They are an FC Cincinnati pub partner. They have been with us for such a long time. And I'm telling you, as the season gets started, as you're looking for places to watch away games, that is the place to go. Okay. It is a good time. They are having a good thing going on over there. Support them. Go check them out. We absolutely love them. And if you can't make it out there, maybe a little further away, I understand, I recognize. However, you can still pick up Streetside wherever you're grabbing beers for your next watch party. Okay, so huge thank you to Streetside for sponsoring us. And thank you, dear listener, for supporting them. And on today's episode, this is a fun episode. Part one. We haven't done it yet this season. We do it this season. We predict the entire 2026 season, okay? Start to finish, game by game, goal by goal. We've got exactly how this season is going to go. So finally specific are these predictions. You will not need to watch the games, okay? We got you covered every single moment, the highs and lows of the season. We got it all for you. Then in part two, we check in with our good friend, your good friend, Evan Louro. He is there to give us the sights on the scene in Florida. What is it like being Nick Haglin's roommate? What is that like? What are the vibes around the team? What can he tell us about Tom Barlow? How are the Vans doing? We ask all of the pressing questions. And then we wrap it all up with a little look ahead to the CONCACAF Champions League Cup matchup on Wednesday. How is this team looking? What to look for in a game against a vastly inferior opponent? You put all of that together, and you have what I can only describe as an incredibly indulgent episode of the Cincy Postcast. Joining me to talk about all of that and more, joined by two gentlemen who are just as excited as you that the season starts this week. What the heck? Joined by the Chief, joined by Grayson. Chief, it starts this week. Where did the time go?
Somebody pointed out to me that, like, although the offseason seemed like it went a long time, number one, it really didn't feel like a long time. We didn't do any movie reviews, which feels like a Jimbo on our part as well.
Yeah.
2 matches this week. Can you believe it? 2. Like, we go from all this time with nothing, and we've got a Wednesday and a Saturday. Awesome. This is fun.
It's too much.
It's almost as much fun as finding out last night on a, what, you rang?
Review a movie real fast.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen anything recently.
Sorry, Baby was good.
I saw Goat.
I've been meaning to watch Marty Supreme.
I haven't seen it yet. No spoilers.
I haven't seen that either.
Goat's
I'm sorry.
good.
I was too busy finding out aliens were real from Barack Obama last night. It feels like we blew by that real quick, just as a society. Like, it feels like that should have been bigger news that the former president of the United States was like, "Oh yeah, no, aliens are real."
What if we're all misinterpreting this? What if it was like a limited hangout of his birth certificate? Like, aliens are real, and I'm one of them.
Ooh.
Oh. See, that's where the conspiracy theory hasn't gone yet, is that the reason why he doesn't have a long-form birth certificate is that the long-form birth certificate is actually written in Vulcan.
Yep.
Wow. I don't even know how to deal with that.
Yeah, I like the slow drip of the alien thing. That makes sense, so that we all don't freak out when they eventually tell us. I think that makes sense. So yeah, sure, why not? I like it.
The thing that bums me out about aliens is just realizing like how quickly basically everybody who matters would sell us out to the aliens.
Yeah. We'd be traded for, safe passage to the whatever galaxy, or hell, just like
more
a nice
oil
piece of technology.
It's like they would sell us out for literally more oil.
Okay, well, I think they would sell us out for an AI that makes like 5% better fake pictures.
What does selling us out entail? Like, allow them to harvest us or collect us in some way in exchange for
Like if aliens show up and they're like, give us like 35%, and they would say of what, and the aliens would say of you guys
or everything. Yeah.
They would say
they just want to data mine us, really, so they can offer us exciting new product opportunities.
The aliens are also just awful marketers.
Just irredeemable capitalists.
They take like 35% of the people, but it's just to do like a massive focus group.
Yeah, right. Which of these two invasions, find you with the most, nostalgia? Is it this one or is it this one?
They're out of population for their own reality television, and they need a new crop in order to like film a new season of whatever they have as Survivor.
That feels very close to the plot of something.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, you could have a show like suddenly impregnated by an alien.
Or suddenly human would go gangbusters on Mars or wherever.
Suddenly probed.
The Jeff Probst story.
Clearly.
Ooh, maybe he was an alien.
It's very possible. Speaking of which, I will tell you this. I just finished the book. I don't know how far behind I am from everybody else, but that Project Hail Mary movie, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun if they stick to the book. I also
think it's going to be good. But
this is a pre-movie review now.
Yes, a pre-movie review.
We didn't do any movie reviews, but this one we think is going to be good. Check.
Mark it down. Best picture winner right here.
I don't know about that.
I'm calling my shot right now. Wasn't The Martian nominated? I feel like The Martian was nominated.
It was good.
I don't know if it
got nominated.
I think it was nominated. I actually think this is probably going to. I liked The Martian. I think this has a potential to be better just based on the trailer.
It certainly looks more beautiful. So there you go.
Yes.
There's your movie review.
There we go.
Now the tradition, unlike any other, that was started by Jonah and Knifey Line Radio that we have taken, not unlike an alien force that has come into the universe.
Jonah being an alien would not be like the most shocking thing.
In a very positive way, yes.
Yes.
That would be kind of fucked up. Like if all of a sudden you found out that aliens are real and everyone but you is an alien and they just didn't have the heart to tell you.
I mean, that's like just what paranoia is, but there is like a part of me that has always had like this fear that like I'm Truman and the Truman Show, and like this whole thing is just like a joke on me, and just like
it's kind of like
for that.
It's kind of like the plot of Goodbye Lenin.
Yes.
Or I was gonna say They
God.
Live. Rowdy Roddy Piper Lenin. Classic.
I'm trying to imagine like a modern Goodbye Lenin where you're trying to hide like the reality of 2026 from somebody who went into a coma in like 2010. You're like, no, they can't know that Donald Trump's the president again. Like it's too much for them to handle. Their heart can't take it.
And then like like they like go to like they see like a newspaper and it's got like that clavicular guy on it, and it's like, no, if we Explaining this to her is going to give her a heart attack.
Right. This is too much.
Hey, you're past maxing, and we can't really deal with that if you're currently future shocked.
You're going to get coma mogged.
There's a movie review for you. Go watch Goodbye Lenin. That's a really good movie. Oh God. Well, anyway,
It's got a Marvel actor in it.
Oh my God, it does, doesn't it? He's the son.
He's the bad guy in Civil War?
Yeah. And I'm assuming you haven't seen it, Grayson, but has a lot of Falcon and the Winter Soldier screen time in the
I did not see it.
TV show.
Out of principle.
Oh, Baron Zemo, is that who it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He does seem like he would be in a movie called Goodbye Lenin. That fits on vibes.
It works out for him. So FC Cincinnati has a season coming up, and historically, Jonah and Knifey Lion Radio have gone on to predict every single game of the season before the season. We have historically done this in December. We are doing it the week the season starts. So don't say we didn't do it before the season. Okay, now here's the plan. We have to just go based on vibes on the results of these games. What I want us to do is we will all vote for a win, loss, or draw as we talk about this. We'll do majority rules. If all three of us have a different opinion, it will default to draw. That seems fair. And once we have a result, we'll do our best to come up with goals for or goals against. If we start moving through this quick towards the end, I will just plug in my own numbers of what makes sense. Afterwards, I will come up with a nice, neat little spreadsheet of our overall predictions, and therefore taking that point total and guessing where we end up both in the Eastern Conference and therefore the Supporter Shield. Do we need anything else before we dive into this?
Let's do it.
No.
Let's do it. The first game is the game this Saturday. Don't call this your match preview, but it kind of will work as a match preview. FC Cincinnati will host Atlanta United just a few days after facing O&M FC. This is not your father's Atlanta United. Sorry, let me reread that. This is your father's Atlanta United. Tata Martino is back again as the head coach of this team. They have shipped out a lot of players that you might have heard of, like Brad Guzan is no longer there. They haven't done as much shopping. What is it?
Brooks Lennon's gone.
Brooks Lennon is gone. A punchable face has left the building. Some of the guys that you thought might have left are still there. Like there was a chance Latte Loth, who was kind of a disappointment last year, would have been gone. Miguel Almiron sticking around. So it's kind of a new look for Atlanta. You wonder if Tata felt like he could do something with this. Maybe Atlanta's sitting back and just sort of seeing how this season plays out before committing dollars. Not clear. But it is the home opener, 4:45 p.m. How do we feel about this one?
Atlanta's going to be better this year, but like, I think we win. Home opener, 1-0. 2-1, something like that. I got it. This is a win.
A 1-0 win. I could get behind that. I think that's a win for us. Are we good with a 1-0 win?
Do we pick? Sure.
Yeah, sure.
We do you pick the score too?
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best to do that. Like I said, if we give up on it partway through, so be it. Minnesota United. This is at Minnesota in February. Welcome to the winter schedule. You're living it. 4:30 p.m.
Win.
Minnesota reeling.
Yeah, we talked about this on the World's Gam. New manager. They don't have a lot of firepower. They were incredibly dependent on their system last year. Even if they end up being okay, they won't be good this early on. So I'm going to give this a win.
Okay. 2-1. Okay. Perfect. That's exactly what I had there. That takes us back home in March. We've made it to the next month. It is March 8th. versus Toronto.
Dub.
I mean, Toronto's not going to be very good.
Yeah, dub. I'm going to say on this one, 2-0.
Give me a score.
Drubbing. They call that a Cincinnati drubbing.
Yeah, the old Cincinnati blowout.
Both goals scored after the 73rd minute.
One by a sub, right? Like, that's great.
That'll be both scored by Dotto, just to get the narrative really going early in the year.
There we go. Now, we do at this point leave my ability to know exactly when we will be in Champions League. Assuming we get past O&M, which I think is a safe assumption, we will play Tigres home and away. I think those matches will fall somewhere around here. So just keep that in the back of your mind. But the next game up is away to New England on March 15th.
Draw.
New England
makes no sense.
A 0-0 draw.
Yeah.
No, this is one. Okay. This is an early season. Makes no sense. Playing on artificial turf. Yeah.
I can get behind it. Now we host Montreal, a 1 p.m. match. I mean, is there any reason to not take a win here? It's not clear that Montreal has an MLS team.
Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah.
But like,
do we want
a dull 1-0, a dull win?
Fine, 1-0. Let's go.
1-0. I like this.
Also, fun fact: every game we play in March is on a Sunday for some reason. I find that weird.
Huh. I'm guessing it's because of the Champions League setup that they want to give us an extra day, potentially. I'm going to say that's what it's for. Just quick recap. 5 matches in, 13 points. This team is undefeated. We are flying. Now, a little bit of a road stretch here. New York Red Bulls on April 4th, 7:30 p.m. at the historic Sports Illustrated Stadium.
Loss.
Loss here.
They lose this one 2-0.
Oof. Okay. So that takes a goal difference back
it's
down
Red Bull
to
Arena.
1,
We have this is about where this is Red Bull Arena. This is what happens.
Yeah. Then on the road to Toronto, a Toronto team that may or may not have Josh Sargent by this point. Toronto made some positive moves this past offseason, but they're still digging out of a hell of a hole. This has never been a team we've struggled against.
1-0 win, double up the goal difference.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'll go with that.
Why did I write? Oh, that is so weird. And then we're done with Toronto. That is the second game. I had to double check. I didn't have a typo there. What did you say, Grayson? 2-0? Or no, 1-0.
Doubling up the goal difference. Yeah.
Got it. That's what I was messing up. Perfect. Then April 18th, FC Cincinnati hosts Chicago Fire. A real dark horse pick this season for whichever trophy that they're going up for. A lot of people picking them for MLS Cup. A lot of people picking them for Leagues Cup. I don't think a single person picked them for MLS Cup, but
yeah, this is like 2-2 draw.
Going draw here. Yes, 2-2 is exactly what I had in my head.
2-2 draw makes sense. 17 points as we are 8 games into the season. Then it is on the road to New York City FC, April 22nd. Yankee Stadium is what it has written here on the website. We'll see if that's actually true. New York City, I have this as a loss. I don't think we win this one.
I think we suck up there.
we
typically
might have one win like ever against NYCFC in New York.
I'm thinking like a 3-1 loss.
Oh, I could do that.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but it's gonna be a loss.
Alsheva's down to a 2-1 loss, but it's not a pretty victory or pretty loss. And that brings the goal difference back down to 1. Now this is a funny one, and I wonder if the team stays in New York. Nope, I'm a liar. We come back home. But it's 3 days later. We play the New York Red Bulls on April 25th. That's tough to go back to back in the blood feud coming back home.
Win. We'll split with New York this year, I think.
I might go loss here. Win, loss, Grayson, you're the tiebreaker.
I'm going to say draw.
Okay.
So that helps nothing.
1-1.
10 games in, 18 points.
That feels right.
I think we're okay with that. It's 2 losses, a handful of draws, but I think we're okay with that. Then we go to May 2nd at Chicago Fire. Historic Soldier Field. Anybody want to take a dub?
I mean, draw. I'm going to say 1-1.
No, this is a dub.
That is, in fact, a W.
This is like
Road Warriors.
2-0 win, and we don't know what's going on.
I'm for it. Sold. A 2-0 victory at Chicago is great. We follow that up on the road at Charlotte 7 days later, Bank of America Stadium, 7:30 p.m. Why not a loss? Let's make this team super confusing.
It's a loss.
Let's
2-0.
lose 2-0. That's exactly what I was thinking. Oof, that'll be tough. And then on 5-1-3 day, FC Cincinnati will host Inter Miami of Fort Lauderdale. Actually, they'll be in Miami up at this point. This is a big one. This is a big game. Maybe we rotate, with Charlotte looking ahead because it's 4 days later, a little short rest.
It's a loss.
No!
Although I will say we always play Miami well during the regular season. It's when we get them on like the Open Cup or the MLS Cup playoffs as presented by by Audi, as discussed by the postcast. Maybe a dub then. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go with dub because we always play them hard. Yeah.
The team is going to be so confusing at this point.
Yeah.
I think not only is it a dub, Chief,
It's 4-1.
It's 2 weeks away from the World Cup. Anybody on Miami is not playing in this game. Like they're taking these last 2 weeks off in May. 4-0? Chief, 4-1. Do you want to concur? 4-1.
4-1. Yeah, they score the first one, then we score the next 4.
Love it.
And God, are we riding high after that win?
This might not be the season that happens, but this is shaping up to be the season that I think we all will secretly want.
Yeah, this is vibe
that brings
coding
the goal
season.
difference. This brings the goal difference up to a season high of 4. Then, God, 3 days later, truly a murderer's row on the road to San Diego.
Many people asking if it's is this the most must-win game in FC history with rival San Diego?
No. It's going to be tough to lose the first rivalry game. I'm going to put a draw. I think the boys fight back. So, Chief, the ball's in your court. Grayson's predicting a loss. I'm predicting a draw.
We play well on the West Coast. Draw.
Draw it is.
Yeah.
So what are we going to call that? A 1-1, 2-2, 3-3?
2-2.
I like it. That is. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I'll come back to that thought in a moment. Then it is May 23rd. This is the last game before the World Cup break. FC Cincinnati hosts Orlando.
And they smoke them. This is a smoking. This is a 5-1, just absolute annihilation. And we roll into this break thinking that this team is going to be unstoppable in the second half.
I'm exactly where Chief is on this.
So that puts us with 15 games in at 28 points. So let me just do a quick little thing here. 28 divided by 15. That's our points per game times
like 1.82, 1.83.
We are on a 63.5 point pace right here going into the World Cup break.
That feels like it feels reasonable. It feels like about where they should be, right?
And feels like where they have been the last couple of years through the first half of the season. So
yeah, what did they have last year? Like 64?
Yeah, I think we finished on 64 points.
65 actually.
And
finished on 65. 66 won the league. So you're on pace, and you're in the wheelhouse for
distance.
Supporter.
Yeah,
supporter shield.
Yeah. If anything, underperforming last year, which is really something to think about. Despite us predicting 1, 2, 3 losses through the first half of the year, I think he'd take that. I think at this point you would take 100% everything we've offered here.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
Coming out of the World Cup break, it's a tough July, folks. 3 days separate these games. The first one is hosting the Vancouver Whitecaps on July 22nd. Now, I will bring these up in tandem because
they're calling this the Jeff Burning revenge game.
How dare you take Thomas Mueller from us? I do want to put on your radar, though. It is 3 days later. FC Cincinnati will go up the road to play at Columbus. I don't know if this factors into the Vancouver thinking. There will be the big World Cup break. Okay.
It does not. And they win this game.
They beat Vancouver.
They beat Vancouver 2-1.
2-1. Grayson, strong feelings against this idea?
He's talked me into it. We beat Vancouver 2-1. He made a very persuasive case.
I don't remember hearing it, but I'll agree with you.
It was there. You gotta listen between the lines.
The argument's a Patreon exclusive. Okay, so then that takes us to Columbus. At Columbus, at Scott's Miracle Grow Field.
We're beating Columbus both times this year.
Oh
no!
I had this.
We are beating Columbus both times this year.
I had this as like a loss, but
no,
go for it.
Nope.
It's 3-0. Talk about convincing arguments.
3-0.
Oh shit! Wilfred Nancy's not there. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, 3-0.
Yes.
And the entire argument is that they were Nancy merchants the entire time, and Columbus doesn't have our number. Wilfred Nancy had our number.
Yeah,
actually, it's very possible that they were Nagby merchants. It's not even clear that Nancy's good without Nagby.
They were letter M merchants.
Like Rossi's going to spend all year angling for a move out.
Yeah,
they were what?
Nope, nothing.
You were shaking your head.
Nope, continue.
Nope, continue.
Okay. Just move right past it, please.
Yeah, Rossi's going to spend all year.
And Nancy. No, fair enough.
No.
Rossi is going to spend all year trying to get a move out. The players they've signed for Nancy are not going to be right for this new coach. It's all going to be a disaster. So this is our year. This is the year we have their number.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been convinced.
That takes the goal difference is just riding high up to 12, plus 12. God, just the lofty heights of plus 12.
I don't even know what that feels like.
Yeah, if people are not familiar, because you're an FC Cincinnati fan, plus 12, not hard to get. There's a lot of teams will have already got
insurmountable.
Then talk about revenge games. August 1st, FC Cincinnati hosts the San Jose Earthquakes. We call this the Matt Miazga revenge game for having destroyed his knee.
Possibly the Matt Miazga revenge game.
I don't care if Miazga's still on our team or not. I want the revenge.
Yeah, we got a lot of revenge games going. This is the Kenny Arena revenge game.
Ooh, sure, yeah.
Getting revenge on his dad for something. I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting. San Diego, it's at home. The West Coast team's going this way.
San Jose.
As of this moment,
doesn't matter.
They don't have much of a team. Like all their good players left. They'll have Timo Werner, but
who sucks.
Timo Werner will spend the entire time in Nick Hagglund's pocket.
Oh, preach. So we beat San Jose?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we beat San Jose.
And we beat them 1-0.
No, we beat them 4-1. San Jose's defense sucks.
You guys are getting too excited now.
Oh, don't worry. It'll crash back.
Okay, good. I can't wait for the late season collapse. This will be fun. Orlando hosts FC Cincinnati at Inter & Co Stadium. I still think it was a dumb decision. I don't care who's offering you the most money to call your stadium Inter when your rival is Inter Miami. That is Orlando. The Kyle Smith revenge game. Everybody's calling it this.
We're on a revenge tour.
Yeah, but we never play well against Orlando in Orlando. Hasn't the home team won? Or is it the other way around?
It's the other way around.
The away team
wins a lot, yeah.
So that we have to win this one.
But we already won the first one, so we're flipping the narrative. So this is a loss.
Okay.
Oh, did we already play them? This shows how much
we
I'm
already played
paying
them. We beat them.
Oh, yeah.
Got us split.
No.
So 2-0.
This is the refresh season.
Oh, that's true. We have refreshed. So 2-0 to them. That's tough.
Yeah.
And okay. Then it is FC Cincinnati hosting NYCFC.
That's another loss. This one is 2-1.
Yeah.
It is 4 days later.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's tough. You know, there's a lot of takes flying at this point.
Now keep your head down.
Do they turn it around on 8/22? 3 days later again. God, this back half of the schedule sucks.
Yeah.
They host the Seattle Sounders.
Loss. 3 in a row.
I'm going draw.
I'm also going to put draw. Chief, I think you're right, but I can't do it. Can't do it to the boys in blue and orange.
Fair enough.
In white and squiggly.
I can't do it to my boys in orange and
white
squiggly orange.
Or white and squiggly.
These squiggles don't run.
The good news is
play Orlando. Oh my God, I totally missed it. Did I not write it down? No, I did. Guys,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. This is vibes anyway. It doesn't matter anyway with this little swoon right here because we get our win back against Nashville in Nashville with a thrilling
easiest double of all time. Yeah.
Yeah. A 1-goal win, 2-1. But like they get the one late, so it feels like we just sort of owned them and their weird ass seating pattern that hides empty seats.
Yeah. Then that takes us to September, and we are getting to the busiest time of year with these games, where there is a game every other day. It feels like FC Cincinnati hosts DC United on September.
Now this is a revenge game from last year. DC United cost them the Supporters Shield last year. I remember, they remember, and they do it again and they lose again.
How many games have we played? How many points we at?
We have played 22 games before the DC game, and we are on 41 points. That is keeping us on the exact pace we had going into the World Cup break.
I can't. We're going to beat DC this game.
Nah, we didn't last year.
I know, but I just know we will.
Grayson's picking a win. Chiefs picking a loss. I will be annoying and pick a draw, which means this is a
draw
2-2 draw. Then, oh boy, we haven't played them yet this year, I don't think. Philadelphia Union. We go to Philly, 7:45 p.m. This is a Fox Sports 1 game.
Yeah, well, it's a FCC win none game because that's an L going to Carnell Ball out in Philadelphia.
I can get behind that. Grayson?
Yeah.
Yes.
But is it a blowout?
No, they lose respectably 2-0.
Okay.
But like they don't show anything, and so we get all worried about that.
All right, that's good. Then we host Charlotte on September 12th.
Which is also a loss. And congratulations and welcome to the week that costs us winning Supporters Shield 2026 edition.
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking a loss here?
Yeah, so it's another week. It's our week of 1 point in 3 matches that we look back on and think, how did we lose to DC United? How did we not take points off that Philadelphia team that really has no players right now? And then we lose a home game against Charlotte out of nowhere. So yeah, I got this as a loss.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm a loss here too.
Yeah.
1-0. It's like a really excruciating loss as well.
Yeah. However, I think we can end September on a high note. We go on the road to Houston, September 19th.
Dub in
3-1.
Houston. Yeah, 3-1. Exactly what I was thinking. 3-1.
Oh, love that. Love that. And then it is on the road to Montreal.
Whomping.
Dub.
4-0.
Love it.
4-0. Oh, baby.
Yeah, whomping.
That is a plus 14 goal differential leaving the month of September.
The refresh is working.
Positively decadent at this point in the season. Right? We're sipping chocolate out of champagne flutes.
Yeah, it's all burritos and strippers for the boys in blue and squiggly orange.
Now we go to October, where there are 1, 2, 3, 4,
Holy
5,
shit.
6 games in October and 1 regular season game in November. Least we forget. Oof. Okay, so then there's still plenty to play for. At Atlanta United on October 10th, 10.
Dub. They win this game 2-0. Clean sheet.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Nick Hagglund takes revenge. Nick Hagglund takes revenge for both his lungs with 2 wins against Atlanta this year.
Yes. Then FC Cincinnati hosts the New England Revolution.
Dub.
I mean, no reason to bet against it. New England.
Dub.
Let's do a 1-0 victory.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1-0.
We haven't had one of those. In a while. And then hell is real. 4 days later, on October 18th, TQL Stadium.
3-1 win, but it's tied 1-1, and they score 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of the game to win.
Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's awesome. Like, the vibes could not be higher walking out of the stadium.
Yeah, that would feel pretty good.
And this is when they switch over the win song from Mr. Brightside to Unstoppable.
Oh,
this is the game that happens.
God, that'd be so good. Have the band pull the sword. Just have Foxy Shazam pull the sword. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Play the song after the match.
Amy Acton pulls the sword, actually.
Oh. Very FC Cincinnati.
It's just vibes.
I will say, if anybody was not cutting their hair until that game, they're cutting their hair, because that's a 5-game win streak, baby.
Oh, it gets better.
Okay,
we're beating DC United. Yeah,
beat DC United on October 24th in DC.
Yeah,
at Audi Field.
That's a 3-0 win.
I love that.
Oh, plus 23 goal differential, guys. The refresh has refreshed me. On the road against Miami. Miami could be pushing, depending on where they're at. Miami, it feels like, will desperately need this game.
So there would be nothing better than having Foxy Shazams make the victory song, switching it over to Unstoppable, and the team winning out after the victory song switches. But they're going to get shit pumped by Miami like 4-0. Okay. It's gonna be bad. This will be such a bad loss that this is the loss that puts us in the existential crisis of, is this team a fraud, despite the fact that their goal differential has improved, their XG has improved. This is where we record the episode Same Old FC Cincinnati. It is going to be that bad.
No.
I have a draw here.
Ooh. I was also thinking loss.
Okay.
Loss.
But in the spirit of Grayson's draw.
Oh, no. You can't do that. You said if there's a...
Yes, you can.
Oh, no. Chief, you didn't let me finish. I'm taking it from a 4-0 loss to a 3-0 loss. That's all. Okay. I'm shaving down. I'm shaving down the loss. I'm abiding by the spirit and the law, but I'm adding a little flavor text here. Then on October 31st, some people might know this as Halloween or All Hallows Eve or All Saints Eve. It is FC Cincinnati hosting the Philadelphia Union in the penultimate game of the season.
Win. Dub. They get back on it.
All right.
They get back on it.
Grayson was about ready to hand us a loss here. That's what that felt like.
2-1.
2-1. Okay. And then
what's our goal differential at now? What's our goal differential and our points at right now?
So going into this game, we are at plus 20 goal differential, and we are sitting at 63 points. This could very well bring the Supporter Shield down to decision day, or the loss to Miami might have handed them the Supporter Shield that night. Unclear, but the tough 3 matches of ending the season with Miami, Philadelphia, and Nashville feels like the Supporter Shield comes down to these 3 games, potentially in the East. Maybe not the Supporter Shield, but like the Eastern title is going to come down to these 3 games. Maybe LAFC just runs away with it in the West.
So this game, I would have this down as this, no matter what is going on otherwise, whether that's good for us or bad for us, the Shield is already decided by this point. Our playoff seeding is already decided by this point. And it's been a long year, a lot of back-to-back games. We rotate and it's a 0-0 draw. Whether that's good or bad, your mileage may vary in terms of what else is going on otherwise, but the season will be done by this point.
Wow. Grayson, 0-0 draw.
if we are sitting on 63 points, we win this game.
No, let me push back on that as a convincing point now. So the theme of this year is refresh. And the goal this year was to improve underlying metrics, which would be goal differential and XG. And there would be nothing that would be sort of like more emblematic of that than our goal differential is better this year. Kevin, you've got us over 20, right? Plus 20 goal differential.
That's pretty good. Last year we finished at plus 12.
So we improved our goal differential. I'm going to bet we improved our XG a little bit too, that we're not underwater on the XG. But even saying all that, we're still going to finish 1 point short of what we had last year. So even though we made the underlying improvements, we're going to have the debate as to, was this a better team this year? Because the year before we got 65 points. This year we only got 64, but the metrics were better. And if we win, that takes us to 66, and it's just a better year overall, and there's no fun debate to have.
I'm going to put the ball in Kevin's court here because I'm sticking with the win.
Think of the content, Kevin.
There's only one thing to do. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 3.
1 and 3 is 3.
It's a win. Siri picked a win. You heard it straight from Tim Apple himself. A 2 was going to be a draw. 1 was going to be a loss.
That's computers taking the jobs of a human right there.
That is 1-0 victory puts this team at 21 points positive in the goal differential and 66 points. If you were wondering if there was another team out there with 21 goal differential positive and 66 points, the Philadelphia Union had a plus 22 goal differential and 66 points last year. Miami had plus 26 goal differential. Vancouver Whitecaps plus 28. San Diego plus 23. LAFC plus 25.
So we're in the ballpark. It's a big. That's a massive improvement from last year.
66 points would virtually guarantee CONCACAF Champions Cup and would more than likely be in the running for Supporter Shield.
Yeah, you're probably looking at a situation where if you don't win Shield at 66, you're not more than a point or 2 off, most likely.
Yeah.
Unless LA runs away and hides with the league, which is entirely possible.
Yeah, there's always the possibility of one of those West Coast teams doing it. It is interesting of the big 3 in the West. We play 2 of them. I don't know how people want to categorize Seattle, but we also play them. So we really only duck LAFC. We play Minnesota from last year. We're playing all the good Western Conference teams. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah. Wow. All right. Well, there you go, folks. That's the season. I don't know why you need to watch any of the games now. We just told you how everything's going to go. So 66 points. I'd say the refresh has refreshed. So well done.
Yeah. But as we all know, all we care about is what the XG looks like and what the XG differential is, because the real game is played on the spreadsheet. We all know that. You all know that.
There's a version of this where we win the Supporter Shield, improve our point total, improve our goals, but the expected goals model hates this team and people are still mad.
There would be nothing better than to go through an entire full season again and just, are we any good?
Are we any good as we just casually walk to the Supporter Shield?
Literally was almost last year. But for one result, you're describing 2025.
God, there's a world where we just beat DC barely, and that's it. That's the game. Yeah, we hold on against Orlando. Oh Jesus! Oh, there you go. That's the season preview for you. Now, part 2 of this podcast, which you might have seen in the title of the episode. But if you didn't, you're in for a treat. We sat down with Evan Louro. How should I say this, guys? It's just going to get worse.
That's his name.
Louro? Louro? Not Lauro?
It's Louro.
Lauro.
Yes, that's it.
Guys, every time I hear it, it sounds different. I feel like, again, going back to my fears about being on the Truman Show, this is that moment right here.
Kevin, ready?
Regardless.
Ready? La Fayette.
No, hang on. I know my Revolutionary War generals, okay? No, we got to talk to Evan down in Florida ahead of their CONCACAF Champions League matchup, and then, of course, the season opener in Major League Soccer, the league opener this weekend. We get a visitor. I don't want to say a sneaky invader or whatever the title.
Sneaky visitor.
Sneaky
Come
visitor. We got a sneaky visitor into the interview at one point, but I think you're gonna have a blast with this. On the other side of this of the interview, we will look ahead to that CONCACAF Champions League matchup on Wednesday. So enjoy the conversation, and we'll catch you on the other side. Joining us here in part 2, a very special guest. In fact, the postcast's most favorite, most regularly occurring guest. We're joined by FC Cincinnati goalkeeper Evan Louro. Evan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Well, apparently, we still don't know how to pronounce your name. Apparently, Kevin
Nailed it.
You know what? That's just what I call you. That's our little nickname. Okay.
That's all right. Cool.
It's just so incredibly close to your actual name. Evan, how's preseason treating you?
It's good. Yeah. Long. Want to go home. But no, I think, it's worth coming down here. I mean, you guys know it's not the best weather. Probably back home. Last couple of days I heard have been all right. But no, it's been good. It's been good. We're getting a lot of good work done. So
yeah, you dodged some bullets. Okay. Like, it's looking ahead at like the home opener. Looks like he's going to be fine. But like, I still have snow in my front yard. So like,
yeah, I got absolutely rinsed for my driveway too.
I was going to ask, like, when you're down in Florida, it's obviously a business trip, but do you still have to make like sympathetic noises or apology, like type messages back home to the wife? Like, hey, I wish I was there. There's nothing I want more than to be at home dealing with the snow, but it's work. I got to be here.
No. I FaceTimed her on the beach yesterday. she got a little ticked off, but it's all right. We rallied.
Man, I'd be willing to bet that like you could get like a team physio to sign off on you not being allowed to shovel the driveway. Like, it's too much of a risk to your health. Like, if you throw out your back, like, and that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't think she cares about what a team physio is going to say.
Right.
But no, we figured it out. We got somebody, and I probably way overpaid for it, but whatever. We'll be all right.
So
it's a good story.
So down in Florida, I guess the first question that we always want to know whenever we talk to you is, how are the vibes? How are the vibes around the team? How are the vibes around the upcoming season? What are we looking at? How are we feeling?
Yeah, I think everything's going super well. I think the new guys that have come in are like fitting in seamlessly. I know I've known Tom Barlow for a long time because I was at Red Bull when he got drafted. So I knew him coming in and stuff like that. So just being able to like help those guys, like, some of them were like looking for houses and stuff like that, like where to live and stuff like that. So it's good, like for them to have people on teams that they know. But no, I think this preseason's been good. It's the last 2 years we've come down here. I think the weather was not great. So this year it was all right. We didn't have to go on turf or nothing like that. And yeah, we played a couple games. Learning some new things and stuff like that, and how we want to play and stuff like that. So it's been really good.
Is there a different vibe this year, owing to the fact that seemingly everyone was in camp from day one, as opposed to last year where people seem to be introducing themselves on a daily basis, coming in and out?
Yeah, I mean, it makes I think last year Vander didn't come until like 2 or 3 days before we went to, where'd we go? Motagua.
Honduras?
Yeah.
Honduras. Yeah, Honduras. Sorry, they all blend together. But yeah, no, it's been good to, not have so much chopping and changing and stuff like that, and just get everybody on the same page as quick as possible.
I'm glad you brought up Barlow, because I was thinking about asking you about him. I wasn't 100% sure if your time at Red Bull overlapped. Notice he's getting a lot of minutes this preseason in what appears to be the first team. What should we know about Tom Barlow going into this year?
Funny dude, very chill.
Love that.
He has 4 kids under 4, so psycho. Yeah.
Home life great.
No, he's he's a willing runner. He's like weirdly fast. Like he doesn't look fast, but he's really fast, and he's like he will run forever. He's very fit, and he's very selfless. He'll make the runs even though he necessarily knows he's not getting the ball and stuff like that. And I think he'll cause a lot of problems for teams, with us testing him behind and stuff like that. So I hope to have a really good year with Tom.
So based on that description, I have to ask, if it was a contest as to who can run in a straight line for a longer distance without stopping between Tom Barlow and Pavel Buka, who wins that race?
For just straight time, I think Pavel will win, but I think he's gonna take a while to catch up.
Okay.
Love that.
That feels right. That feels right.
So this preseason, obviously there's a few changes to the coaching staff, and the word that was used around the team by some of the people who sign your paycheck was refresh. Do you feel refreshed as a member of FC Cincinnati currently?
Yes, I think Brett Utley has come in and implicated a couple of his ideas. I think we're a lot more on box entries. I think we want to be a little more. I don't want to say exciting because scoring from 40 is pretty cool. But more flair, more attacking. I think especially having guys in camp like from the beginning, I think the messages have gone across pretty well, and we were able to implement some things in some games. So like now, like when the games were like count, I think I'm excited to see like how we kind of take those messages and put them into play. So yeah, I feel refreshed, but I've also been sitting in a hotel for 30 days, and at that point I'm not refreshed.
Refreshment dips precariously the longer you spend in a single 2-bed room with Nick Hagland sharing an adjoining wall.
Yes.
Yeah. We got to ask about this. Nick, as I understand, is your roommate. At least that's how he described it on Instagram. How is it sharing a living quarters with Nick Hagland?
It's great. Like I said, we each have our own room. We have our own bathroom. We just have like a little kitchen area. Let me see if he's out there. He might be in this room. Or he might be just downstairs. Yeah, he's not out there. Oh, wait, Nick? Can I say hi?
Oh.
Are you clothed? Okay, he's clothed. There he is.
I would have gone either way.
What's up?
What's up, Nick?
Hi, Nick.
What's going on? How we doing? How are we?
Living life, beautiful.
What's happening?
Oh,
Phenomenal.
It's
How
really
you
dark
doing,
in here.
Nick?
Let me turn some lights on. I'm great. My lungs work, my ribs work, my legs work. We're good. I'm just enjoying my time with Evan. We sit, we hang out, we watch rom-coms together. It's a good time. TLC. Oh yeah, I found out that Evan really loves TLC. Like suddenly Amish, big suddenly Amish guy. My Big Strange Addiction. What is the other one that you like to watch? 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé. Never watched any of these shows before, but it's been fun to see his eyes light up when we watch it. So if you haven't tried Suddenly Amish, it's quite entertaining.
yeah.
How does one become suddenly
Suddenly
Amish? I'm very confused.
Well, I think they're just dipping on into that world and seeing if they like it. I don't think we would like it. They're getting too much information on what's going on in this area. You shouldn't have brought me on here.
So is this known as the party room? I have to know.
We call this room the Oak, and it is the party room. Everyone just comes and like randomly sits in our room. Sometimes I'll get out of a shower and we've got extra people just sitting in our room. Mm-hmm. Which is great. Unexpected, but great.
Who's been the most frequent visitor to the Oak? It sounds like a country club the way that you're naming it right there.
Well, it's definitely Matt, but our second is Evander. Yep. And he's a sneaky visitor. He'll just show up. Yeah, I'll unlock the room and like come in and like he'll just be behind me and slide on in the door.
I'm not gonna lie, the sneaky visitor is an incredible nickname for someone as a soccer player.
Sneaky visitor is fire. I like that.
We could make that stick.
Yeah, we don't have to.
So you gotta watch out for the sneaky visitor on the field. You just don't know where he's at any moment. He's here, he's there, he scores a goal.
I do like
you never
the sneaky visitor on the field. I can appreciate that nickname on the field. But on a normal like public day, I don't think anyone wants to be considered the sneaky visitor. But on the field, I'll take that. Arrive on the back post, unopposed, sneaky visitor. Boom, done.
They called Thomas Muller the space investigator. Evander the sneaky visitor. I love this.
That's great.
That's going to be tough to bounce back from. Nick, just while we got you, you're 6 days away from facing Latte Loth for the first time since the incident. Have you been sharpening your elbows? Is that how you do that there? You file them down a little bit?
We'll see how it goes.
Well, just
we'll see how it goes.
Stick the visitor on him.
I think I'm just going to show my scars. Like as we're going to walk and do handshakes at the beginning before the game starts, I'll just show them my two scars and be like, all right. I'll let my play on the field. Decide things, but too nice of a guy, from Cincinnati, Midwest guy,
You could do the Lance Stevenson, take a deep breath and just blow directly in his face. Like, hey, my lungs work fine. You failed.
Maybe on a set piece. I like that. That's good. They'll just breathe on him. Just let him know that they're working.
Yeah, these bad boys still pump air. Okay.
Two of them working,
or
man.
Just
You
let
failed.
him even me out again. I'll just I need titanium ribs on the other side too.
Yeah, ask him if he can crack the
I
other
was like,
side.
man, I'm really, when I'm running, I'm a little bit unbalanced. Can you get me on this side too, real quick? Thanks. While we're here.
Yeah, just it's for science, obviously.
Exactly.
Have
We're gonna get so
either
much
of you
trouble.
sent?
We're getting in trouble with
have
all
you
of that.
sent any of the young guys into a Scientology visitor center yet this year?
No, but we did go. We did go. You got your.
I got a QR code.
Oh,
nice.
baby. You're getting closer.
We were in the town. I'm not gonna lie. We went and got coffee. I don't know. Matt chose this coffee spot, and it was right in the middle. And we sat right next to a Scientologist and learned all about Scientology.
Wow.
I asked a lot of questions, got a lot of answers. I'm not a believer.
Did you ask him if the power of Scientology can fix your lung faster? Because there might be something worth trying if we're going to be going into latte lock with another injury potential.
If I mean, I'll do anything, to save my life. If that's necessary, I'll go for it. But I don't know. Dianetics, not for me.
Well, I think that the only answer here is that you got to find one of the kids on FCC2 and sign them up and just use them as a trial to find out all the questions that you want answers for.
I do have meta glasses. I'll just put the meta glasses on them, send them in there, record everything. Don't let them take the glasses. Find out what you can.
The perfect person to
might
do
be able
this.
to see it from here.
The perfect person to send in is either Andre or Stefan Sharilla, because if they get lost in there, we have another Sharilla. We have a backup. Like, we have two for a reason.
True.
That's true. I don't think Andre would do well in there, to be honest.
no.
Nah, you can't see it. I was trying to see.
Have we called into question how suspicious it is that Miazga picked this one?
Good point. He said how suspicious it is that Matt picked that one. Like, out of all the coffee shops around here.
That is suspicious.
Makes you think.
Yeah, maybe Matt is a secret recruiter.
Could be.
Proselytizing on behalf of the Church of Scientology.
It does work. Yeah.
I don't know about the whole giving half of your net worth to them, though. I don't think we're down for that.
Yeah, it's tough. That's a tough part of the deal.
That's a tough sell, especially for me.
So what's the?
Yeah, it depends what your net worth is.
Yeah. What's the van situation like down there? Are all the vans intact? Have we had any issues with the vans? Are we going to be returning them to the rental agency without having to do any additional damage waivers?
Wow, you guys know about the vans?
Yeah, they told him. No, all the vans are fine. No,
Who's asking?
No vans. No problems with the
No
vans.
vans.
I'm a driver.
at all.
I'm a driver. My van's fine. Nick's a driver. His van's fine.
I wrecked my van last year. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, you're not supposed to say that?
I thought they
Nick, we had suspected this, but we didn't have confirmation.
It was an accident, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably Matt's fault anyway.
Right. so we've got the sneaky visitor, and now we've got Crash Hagland right here. We're rapidly just hamming out nicknames. We're spamming them out right here.
Bent Fender.
We called him Bent Fender.
Doesn't he play for Charlotte? Hang on.
No, that's
Bent Fender.
That's Ben. What's that?
So
Ben Bender.
Ben Bender, yeah.
So Evan, did everyone give you enough shit about conceding a goal on your own old home turf where the Rowdies played at Al Lang Stadium that you couldn't put the turf to use for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, it took like 3 deflections, but Matt and Nick were going around the locker room saying, "Tell the young guys, respect this house." Because Evan built this house. So it was really nice of them.
How did it feel back to be on the old stomping grounds?
Not great, because last time I was there, I tore my ACL. So
we just continue to ball up top.
Yeah. Whatever.
Did you have a moment of silence or a moment of reflection at the spot where the ACL gave out?
Probably not a moment of
I
celebration.
just don't go near it.
Yeah, right. Just avoid it.
Yeah.
The spot is cursed, clearly.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wasn't me or anything.
Damn.
Oh, man.
You guys got big plans for Dominican Republic? Do they have you on house arrest down there? Do they have any plans for you?
No plans. It's like a normal away trip.
Well,
you can leave. Right? You can leave the hotel. I wouldn't suggest it, but we're not locked in anywhere.
We're bringing our own chef just in case for the food.
Yeah.
Brilliant move.
I don't know anything about the water, but usually when we go to a different country, they're like, "Don't drink the water."
Yeah. We got to brush our teeth with like water bottles.
Bottled water only.
Yeah, it's the classic Dave Matthews Band advice. How much film do you watch ahead of a game like this where, most people have no idea where this team is? The Wikipedia page is 2 paragraphs long. Are you guys breaking down a lot with this opponent, or is it just sort of like vibes only for this first round?
No, I mean, they can find video anywhere. And if I know anything about our staff, is they will find video anywhere. So yeah, we're treating it the same. It's another game for us.
Damn.
Can they find one specific video?
I'm sure they can.
For maybe 2023.
Yeah,
Grayson,
I've seen a couple.
Oh, I think that Evan just confirmed that FC Cincinnati is actually in a contract with Ring doorbells to provide video from all over the world.
That'd be cool.
A prediction for the season. We're gonna be good this year.
Yeah, I always think we're gonna be good.
And we've been good every year, so that feels good to me.
Yeah, love that. We had your teammate Kyle Scott on, and Kyle guaranteed that we would win every trophy available to us. So you Kyle Scott, yeah, Kyle Smith, yeah. Wait, look, at least I can pronounce Evan's last name.
Kyle Smith guaranteed a trophy this year. Will you go further?
Did he do that?
Yeah, guaranteed every trophy.
Oh wait, actually, no, he did guarantee every trophy.
I like that, Kyle.
Every single one.
I'm in.
Okay, good. You co-signed. Good.
I'm in.
I was gonna say, I don't really know if there's a way to up it. So yeah, no, that's perfect. Well, there you go. I mean, we're 2 for 2 on confirming every single trophy. That's great. Oh my God, Evan, we've asked everybody. I don't think we've ever asked Jill. What's your Chipotle order?
Yeah, you never asked me that. I get a bowl. Well, I used to just get a burrito, but then my wife started getting this like one kind of order, and I kind of like it. So I'll get like a bowl with white rice, black beans, chicken, corn, mild and medium, both.
Okay.
Sour cream and lettuce. And a side of dressing that I put it inside, and I shake it, and then I just chip it. Boom.
Love that.
It's catching on.
If I'm feeling a little wild, I'll get a little side of queso, and I'll dip the chip in the queso, and then scoop. Yeah.
That's bold. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bold order.
That's it.
It's a winner. It's a winner's order.
It is.
Yeah.
Of every trophy.
Yeah.
Every trophy. That's the order of a man who's going to win every trophy this year. Hold every trophy, hoist every trophy. Huge. Massive.
Sure is. Boom.
Evan, you've been awesome. We appreciate you appearing live via satellite with your roommate. the fender bender, Nick Hagland. Do you have any messages of hope or inspiration for the FC Cincinnati fans ahead of this season?
I mean, I don't think I don't need to say anything. I feel like they always come out, all 25,513 of them. And yeah, I mean, just keep doing what they're doing. I mean, they're the best fans in the league for a reason. So
love that.
Boom. There you go. What else is there to say? Evan and Nick, if he can overhear us, thank you so much, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Love you, Nick.
Love you.
All right, and we are back. So thank you to both Nick and Evan for being able to talk to us. We knew Nick was the roommate, wasn't sure if there was the chance he would pop up. And boy, did he. Okay.
Yeah. I really want the sneaky visitor to stick as a nickname for Evander.
We need Evander to have like a goal where he just sort of pops up out of nowhere in the box. And that's when we could just make it stick.
Or we need to know that it's stuck when his first goal of the year, he does the peekaboo.
Somebody fact checked me on this, but Chucky Lozano has the nickname Chucky, or in Mexico Chucky, because he used to hide under the beds of teammates and scare the shit out of them, and he was like Chucky the doll, and so they nicknamed him Chucky.
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's incredible.
It says he loved playing pranks on teammates, specifically by hiding under beds and in buses.
Sure.
Sure. Like,
I don't know where you hide in a bus.
Where do you hide in the bus? Like in the luggage compartment? Is it like a Greyhound?
What a great way to surprise the assistant coach or equipment manager. But yeah, sure.
It's all fun and games until they forget to actually use that compartment and you're just stuck under the bus for an entire ride.
Oh, I can't wait. Man. I can't wait for the next big Mexican phenomenon, Cosby Gonzalez.
Oh, Jesus.
They call him the Ghost Dad.
Oh, no. But yeah, unless you thought Chucky Lozano's given name was Charles for some reason. No, it is not Chucky as a nickname for his first names.
We're required to say after that interview as well, if you listen to this and you work for any of the following companies, Hertz, Alamo, Budget, Dollar, National, or Enterprise, everything that was Sixt, everything that was said in that previous interview was parody and wasn't true.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
parody.
That was just joking.
It was parody. It was
defamation.
Yeah. And by listening to the segment, you have waived all ability to retain any information that you heard in said segment.
Should all of our podcasts come with a disclaimer that by agreeing to listen to it, you also agree to forget it?
Right. But only after you've recommended it to 10 friends.
Yeah. Right. Actually, repeating anything on the podcast is actually illegal in the European Union.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quoting this is also a violation of the First Amendment.
Yeah, this entire podcast is an NFT, and unless you possess the receipt for it, you cannot legally use anything that is contained within it. Like, I don't make the rules. It's Web 3.0. Yeah. Look it up.
Yeah, please do not steal all of our apes.
It's a HIPAA violation.
It actually is a HIPAA violation to listen to any of the players talk about their health and injury status and van rentals.
The fender bender, Nick Hagland.
I'm glad they knew who Ben Bender was.
It's the bent fender.
The bent fender.
Oh God. So
you're not getting this
O&M
content from CST. That's all I'm
FC.
saying.
I want to be very clear.
Okay.
We can cut this. You can cut this out if you want, Kevin. We tried to get Evan to tell us last year who crashed the van, and he wouldn't tell us.
That is
I
true.
Carter Chapley to tell us who crashed the van, and he wouldn't tell us either.
Yeah.
We tried to get this both on and off the record from multiple people, and nobody would do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just tweeted it out. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, that was it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Aliens are real.
Well, who knew? Well, FC Cincinnati plays.
You know who knew? L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah.
Duh. That's where the whole book came from. I don't know what to do with this, guys.
Well, it's not getting cut, so just leave it in and let's roll.
You know what the
Yeah,
L
it's
stood
true.
for? Lozano.
Brought it all the way back around. Okay, O&M FC, which stands for Universidad Organización and Metodi, which is my really terrible way of saying it is Organization and Method College in the Dominican Republic. The university founded 60
Organization and
years
Method,
ago.
the original name of Dianetics.
It's true.
Lozano, Ron, Chucky, Hubbard.
Is the full name of which the soccer player or the founder of Scientology, or both? Maybe.
Have you seen him in the same room? I haven't.
Did Chucky Lozano start Scientology? Many people are asking.
After
He
the time
is in
Cincinnati
Southern California, and nobody knows where he is.
he's hanging out with Shelley Miscavige,
He's hanging out with
obviously.
David Miscavige's. Yeah, there you go.
That's 3 for 3 right there.
Look, again, parody and defamation. That's all this.
Yeah. Yes.
And copyright.
Yeah, I don't know. This is, according to CONCACAF's little power rankings, this is the worst team in the competition, not unlike our Motagua team that we played last year, who we got a player on loan for FCC2, which is fun. So maybe there's another player that we play against in this game that we can take on loan next year. It's a little scouting trip.
Yeah, business trip.
Yeah.
I don't know what there is to say about this game from an
If we bring a
opponent's
player
perspective.
back, it better be for the Reds.
That's actually a good point. Does Ellie De La Cruz have any relatives that are good at baseball? And can we
You know
bring
that if you Google O&M is actually a line of fashion products and hair care products from Australia. That's the first thing that pops up, and not any soccer team or university.
I think I knew that.
Yeah.
I think I knew that.
So like maybe we should have asked Evan. Maybe we should have asked Evan if he was down there looking for some new treatments to replace fixture lid. Which, you know, it's funny. I didn't get a chance to bring it up with Evan because the interview sort of took a turn once he decided to bring his roommate into things. I have become a fixture lid aficionado since Evan's recommendation. That's in the daily routine now.
Boom.
Yeah. How about that?
We got to reach out to them, see if they want to sponsor a small soccer podcast.
Yeah. Also, we got to figure out if we're going to get a coffee sponsor for Evan.
Yeah, we got to get a coffee sponsor.
And a pizza sponsor for Evan, and a Middle Eastern airline for us.
Yeah, Riyadh Air, which, as was pointed out by Paul in the Discord, has one airplane currently on loan from Oman Air. Well, so
They call that
What's
growth potential.
Yeah, it's like
Yes,
you have a Boeing 787 on loan. You know who else talks about things that are on loan? The Postcast, presented by the Post Cincy.
Right. It's like Bitcoin. Oh, I was going to ask Evan about Bitcoin. But well, it's like Bitcoin's at like $67,000 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like, somebody else has, so it's like you could buy Bitcoin that's $67,000, and if it gets to 70, it goes up. That's great. You can buy like Postcoin at 0. And if that gets to $70,000, man,
you've made so much money.
You think about it.
Makes you
what
think.
A value add for your customers on Riyadh Air. Your ticket also comes with 100 Postcast coins.
Postcast coins.
Which is redeemable at select
we
locations
how it works.
in
So
the
we
United
like
States.
We actually mint like real coins. You get like and then we're like losing money on like the copper.
No.
Pennies were worth more than a penny with all the zinc in them. Yeah.
No, it's we mint actual coins with QR codes engraved in the back, and when you scan the QR code, that mints the cryptocurrency coin. So it's a coin that is a physical representation of the cryptocurrency the digital currency that you also own.
That's pretty innovative, right? You have like a coin that represents like, I own this share of like all the wealth that is represented by other coins, right? Like the wealth is somewhere else, but you have the coin, and that at least entitles you to like that portion of the value of like the overall wealth, right?
Right.
That's a pretty cool concept.
It is a cool concept. Remember ripping CDs when you were, back in the day? You're ripping money. You're taking the physical money and ripping it to become a digital asset so that you have the physical token that you can then trade with other people, but you retain the digital asset that's attached to it. So you're getting two things in one, and then you can sell the physical thing back to like, Play It Again Sports or Media Play, and then you can keep the ripped version yourself.
That feels really good. I can't see any downsides to this. That actually reminds me, Chief, do you remember the very famous you wouldn't download a car ad that would run before like DVDs or VHSs? It turns out
I would.
The company that created that ad did not legally or fully correctly obtain the rights to the music in that ad. So in a way, they pirated the music for their anti-pirating ad.
The second I'm allowed to download a car, I'm downloading a car. That sounds rad.
I'm sure there's a 3D printed, we'll call it vehicle.
Yeah. The problem is that the 3D printed vehicle blueprint, I'm sure, comes with a 3D printed guy who has to talk to his 3D printed manager before he's allowed to approve your financing deal. And he has to go to his 3D printed office. And then he comes back saying, you know what? We don't usually do this, but if you're willing to sign right now, I can give you free car washes and oil changes for the life of your car.
And then you tell them you're going to pay in cash. And then he's like, oh.
Well, you've got to use our financing.
You have to use our financing.
My kids don't eat if you do that.
So you don't want the floor mats then? I don't know why every car dealership values floor mats at roughly $8,000 in value.
Really nice floor mats, man. What are these floor mats? They have GAM from Inner Miami? Come on.
Yeah, that's how they've been smuggling GAM around. Against O&M, what do we want? What are we looking for? Obviously a win, but like, is there anything else that you're going to be looking for in this game?
No injuries.
No injuries. There's nothing to take away from this game. I remember we played Motagua, and we all thought this team was going to be the best offensive team the league has ever seen. Like Evander was just styling on people after being here for like 48 hours.
It was like Lucas Engel. We did it.
Yeah. Lucas Engel was like the best wingback ever signed in the history of the league. Yeah.
Like they were just styling, like Kevin Denke was styling on people.
Yeah. That's probably the takeaway, which is like, don't get too high with the highs coming off of this one. That like Brooklyn FC should handily defeat this team. Like, there's no reason to get too hyped.
All right, so then maybe this is the question then. What is the number of goals to where it moves beyond, it's just O&M, S&M, O&M, whatever it is, FC. And it's like, H&M. H&M. HH Greg, FC.
If you get more than 5, I think it feels like, okay, like this team has got some stuff figured out. It's obviously going to depend on like how all 5 get there, but I mean more than 5. 5 is like the baseline. So we're talking 6 or more. This feels like this team might have something.
You can only be alarmed. Like the result of this can only make you nervous. And honestly, it shouldn't. Like you should not care. Like even if they go down and they lose 1-0, you shouldn't really care that much about that. But
you should care.
That's more reasonable to react to than like beating them like 5-0.
Yeah, that's probably the answer. This is very much akin to, this is Ohio State opening the year against Akron, where there's nothing that can happen in this game other than Ryan Day needs to be fired because we only won by 45.
Right.
But
they give up a touchdown on the first drive. And you're
right,
like,
it's like,
that's true. If we don't win by at least 4, Ryan Day has to be fired.
I'm okay with that.
Nick Haglund and Kyle Smith, I need to know where their college football loyalties lie. They might make this happen.
Should we predict it then?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's just predict it. What do we got?
4-1.
3-0.
3-0, 4-1. I'll say 5-0. I think this team comes out firing on all cylinders.
I'll feel really refreshed if
I
that
don't
happens.
see this team.
This is not like a talent thing. I'm not sure it's like necessarily in their character to like beat O&M 5-0.
That's probably true. Or you go up
like
3-0
they go
at
up,
halftime.
and then they like make some subs. They just like kind of kick around a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like the type of thing that they typically do. But we'll see. I think they could do it easy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess it'll be interesting to see like the difference between them and Motagua. Like I think on paper Motagua is a much better team than this team is. So I think it'll be interesting, like just how bad this team really is. Also, like just for a little more of the tournament context, whichever of us advances will face Tigres in the first. And Tigres already beat Forge from the Canadian Premier League. Tigres went to Hamilton and tied 0-0. And as far as I can tell, played their first choice backline. Gignac got into that game. Like they
spent too much time at
trying.
the Sculpture Garden.
Happens to the best of them. And you think like, oh shit, like here we go. One of the big ones in Mexico's on the ropes against this Canadian Premier League team. And then they go back down to Mexico and Tigres beats them 4-1. And it's not particularly close. I could see something like that happening. If this game is a little tighter, we come back home, beat the snot out of them, or vice versa. Motagua, I think we only tied them right at home with a heavily rotated team and all that. So
yeah, I mean, to be clear, O&M should be way worse than Forge.
Yeah. That as well. But just sort of giving the context of like how this tournament sometimes works with the home and leg things.
So I guess 2 questions then. Sort of like the only 2 things I'm interested in about this game. Number 1, who starts up top? And number 2, what's your back line?
I think Tom Barlow starts up top.
With?
Like he seems to have won the job over the course of the preseason. I don't know that they've explicitly said that, but That's what it sounds like.
With who?
With Denke?
With Denke, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Grayson?
Yeah. I mean, let's be clear. Tom Barlow seems like a Noonan guy.
Yeah.
Dull.
And if he'll do the dirty work that allows Denke to do his thing, like it could work. Like that seems to fit what they need out of that strike partnership.
I think that my take, what I'm kind of curious about is, does Evander start in that sort of kind of striker, advanced midfielder, and do we see them put Obi, Buka, and Gidi together in the midfield, and it's just the single striker thing that we saw get deployed in this preseason? That would be, to me, that's what I'm looking for in this game. That would be interesting to me. Tom Barlow, sure, but it would be interesting to me to see them try in a game that has actual table stakes to get the three midfielders on the field plus Evander. But who knows? They've got another game in a couple of days, so I could see them also not wanting to do that. That burns the entire midfield in one game. Backline.
Maybe
Kevin?
this is.
Ooh, Grayson, what were you going to say?
I was going to say maybe this is bad fanning, but like, I don't find any starting decisions in this game all that interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with like Atlanta coming up so soon. I could totally see them rotating.
In the back line, this feels like a game where Gilberto Flores definitely starts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think you start Flores. I think you start Hidabi. And I think you start Miles.
Do we see Matt Miazga in this game?
No.
Does Matt Miazga travel?
I don't know, but they've been so like them about Matt's status.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to suddenly, be in the starting 90. 11.
Yeah. Didn't play a minute of preseason. I think if he was playing in this game, he would have showed up in that last preseason game.
At some point they've got to give him minutes if he's not healthy. Obviously, that's one thing. But if you take what Pat says at face value, that the plan is to ramp him back up. Okay, fair. But like they said that the plan was to ramp him back up. If you don't give him minutes here, you're what? Like you're bringing him on as a sub against Atlanta?
No,
I guess. I don't know.
I think if I would assume Matt's not in this game. So if you don't see him in this game, I would assume the next likely time you see him is the home leg against O&M.
I don't think we see Matt. I don't think we see Matt in February.
Let me ask you this.
That wouldn't be surprising.
Because spoiler alert, I already recorded the Soccer Wise preview with David Goss, and I threw out there that I think Matt Miazga plays fewer than 100 minutes for FC Cincinnati in 2026.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think that's right either.
He plays more than that.
I don't think he has any trade value. I don't think he has any trade value until he shows that.
Kevin,
he can
you got too excited. You got too excited. You were like, I got to drop like a hot take or do something interesting here.
Guys, look,
you're like, the lights got too bright for you there.
Yeah.
As far as we know, Miazga was healthy at the end of last year. Didn't play. I don't know what's going on this year.
We don't know that he was healthy at the end of last. I don't think anyone has said he was healthy.
He wasn't on the injury report. Report. It's all I can go off of.
They were clearly lying on the injury report.
Okay, well that's fine.
Every team lies on the injury.
What do you, Mike?
In terms
of
publicly available data, he was healthy. He hasn't played a minute of this game. I think there's a chance he is either too injured to ever play again.
No,
it's been a year since he's played the sport of soccer and is still unable to, or he is eventually cleared but not good enough to play for this game, for this team, or he finally is cleared and goes and plays for another team. Like there's more versions of this where he doesn't play for us.
Only because you can describe like multiple ways he doesn't play.
And there's only one way to describe that he plays, and that's that he plays. Like there's a lot of interesting other scenarios.
That
like
he gets healthy, but also has his speed back enough to beat out Miles or Hagland or Flores for a job.
Or he gets healthy enough. Or he gets healthy enough to be like the first rotated piece off the bench. Or he gets like really healthy late in the year, or he gets healthy in April, or he gets healthy in May, or he gets healthy in. You can describe a lot of different ways of him coming back and playing too.
5 healthy rotation appearances and no setbacks. Sure, I'd love to see it. It's been a long. Also, like 2 years.
Also, the only people he has to beat are he has to beat out Gilberto Flores and Teenage Hidebe, both who have found themselves in the doghouse with Pat Noonan for extended periods of the past 12 months. So I'm optimistic on Miazga. I've heard nothing. There's been nothing out of preseason other than the fact that he had a setback that would lead you to believe that there's anything going on other than the fact that he's working his way back to fitness. That's not, I'm not going to get pre-panicked about that yet.
Yeah. I'm very neutral on my expectations for like what I think is going to happen, but I do think that it's more likely than not that he comes back in some capacity and certainly plays more than 100 minutes.
I would love to see it. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see it. Everything we've seen up to this point does not leave me optimistic. So, all right. Well, there you go. I think we're all taking a dub on this one. I think we're all looking forward to this weekend. Oh, I will say, talk to Streetside. They're double checking that they can have this game because, of course, it's on some weird channels and the various cable packages. So I've been told that we will get word in the Discord from Streetside as to whether or not this game is able to be broadcast at Streetside. So tentatively make some plans to go to Streetside.
What time is the game?
8 p.m. Eastern. So they are, I think, on the same time zone as us, depending on where daylight savings is. But yeah, I think they're in the same time zone. So there you go. It should be fun.
Yeah. Excited to be back. Are you guys excited to be back finally?
Let's do it. This is our time.
It's our year. Fuck Columbus.
The Cincy Postcast is a production of The Post Cincy. You can check us out online at thepostcincy.com. You can also follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky, Facebook, and Instagram. Twitter and Blue Sky, though, you'll find we're a little more active than the other places. We're also on YouTube, where you can listen to this episode if you aren't listening to it already. We are also putting up video content semi-regularly, including the Away Days series. We want to give a huge thank you to Jim Trace and the Makers for providing the music for this episode. They are a lovely band, and you can find more information out about them in the description of this episode. And if you happen to enjoy what you just heard, can I please ask that you like us, that you rate us on whatever app you're listening to, and maybe more importantly than all of that, share this episode with a friend. When it comes up at work, you're talking about FC Cincinnati, I say, hey, I listened to an FC Cincinnati podcast. I think you guys will like it. It would really, really help us out. Nothing helps a podcast travel more than a good recommendation from a friend, family member. That would be awesome. When it comes to the sorting algorithms that control our lives, a 5-star review would be much appreciated. Also, leaving a sort of written review weirdly does more than that. That's how the algorithms work. So maybe say a nice or a mean thing, whatever. Just as long as you give us 5 stars, that'll really, really, really help us out. And if you are looking for more MLS content, check out our other podcast, The World's Gam. Again, a link will be in the description of this episode. That is where we touch on league-wide storylines and news, and we talk about other games and a couple other teams in there as well. I think you will enjoy it if you are just dipping your toes into Major League Soccer. A huge thank you to all of our sponsors. A even bigger thank you to all of our patrons over at Patreon. But maybe most importantly, thank you for listening to this episode.